Welcome back to PCM Yeti. It's episode 69, and we are at Brugge-De Panne. It's the biggest race left of the year for us that otherwise really doesn't matter much at all. Yeah, it's World Tour, but it's a low-level World Tour. But this is the highest objective that I set for the year, because most of the objectives were simply qualify for the race. But I did put in a couple others, and this one at top 5 is going to be the hardest to achieve. But with 65k to go, we're getting set for a showdown of sprint. There's 4 riders left in the break. They already have less than 3 minutes for a gap, and everybody is pretty fresh and ready to go as things are beginning to accelerate. A small group has gone out the back. It is raining. The weather is poor. It's part of the reason, but I have an awful draw today. It's a minus 13 net draw. Minus 13. Way below what we should be having for this race. So as we bring it back down and get these guys kind of set for what's to come, we're done with water now. We're accelerating 44k, 2-minute advantage. It hasn't come down much in the last little bit. Who are the 4 riders that are away? Rajovic, Polak, Renard, Hagin, and Elias. So none of the riders are threatening. I think as we accelerate, it's not going to be much of a issue at all. Despite the minus 13, I'm still looking pretty good with Shaw having a +1, Pickrell having a +2, and Vasilevsky having a +3. So the sprinters are still at least okay. Each of those 3 guys all should have had +3s. So, it's not as good as it should have been, but it's all right. It's all right. 31k. Gap's getting smaller. Minute and a half. We will be setting up a sprint train on the earlier side. Got lots of guys here, and this, for once, not the deepest field we've seen. There's 2 top-notch sprinters, but they are not loaded teams like we are used to seeing, as that gap is now down to just over a minute. 25k is still a bit too early, but I definitely want to go on the earlier side to set up our train and try to get out front. You can see some of the other teams are starting to form up, and right now it's not 6 riders long, it's 3 riders long. So setting ourselves up early and pushing on early will put those teams under some duress. First up, though, will be G, so we're going to gel now, 19k. I think we're going to form up at maybe 17. Earliest we've done in a while. Alright, so Derek G getting into position, getting the team in line fairly early, backing off a bit, and getting us just ready to roll.
We've got 15 kilometers
if we can get out front and put the others under just a little bit of pressure, that'll make it a lot harder on those that we're going for something early. G at a 92. It is fast enough for him to kind of get out front. I want G to drop back into about 4th wheel here in the early stage. We're missing some guys, including G is caught in traffic. G, never mind, you are way out of position. Okay, Lind, that was 11k. Bring him into that position and see if he can give us a little bit more. 10k. G. Too late for him to get back up into the line, I think. 9k out. So, still haven't got those front 3. So I'm starting to speed up. 8k out. And done on to Zayats.
And they keep on attacking.
6k.
Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be able to keep up.
And we have helped put things under pressure, so those guys have had to work pretty hard to get up here. 5k, Zayats. We're going 99 from here on out. Zayats did not do well, though. On to Vasilevsky. 2.5K, sprinting out of this corner. Come on, let's go, let's go. Where's the sprint, buddy? Where's the sprint? There he goes, there he goes. Accelerating through there. Pick roll now. Come on. Shaw. We are well positioned, but we've got to secure a top 5. We're going to get it. We're going to get a podium. We're going to get a podium. Pickrell is second. Thiessen takes a win. Pickrell second. Jakobsen third. Grunewegen after Pedersen. Shaw is 6th. We've got Vasilevsky and I butchered his name, but it's almost right. 12th for Vasilevsky and G in 16th. So good finish. Sella even cracks the top 20. So plenty of points out of this race, but we needed a top 5. We secured one. Better than that with a podium. Nearly got the win, but Thiessen actually had almost a bike length there at the end. He got that one just right. We certainly set that up well, but like I said, there was a couple elite sprinters here. It was going to be tough to beat them. Thiessen, not really elite though. I mean, 78, but it was Pickrell coming through. Shaw never got into position, but Jakobsen, one of them with an 80. Grunewegen, not anymore. 77, 79 for him. The other guy, there you go. Maginoti, 81, 80. Only got 7th. Good race. Job done. Sponsors, we have a single thing left, Il Lombardia, and then overall 15 wins over the course of the season. We nearly snowballed on this race, but not quite. But that's okay. We were here for the sponsor objective. We've done it. And with that, Quebeca next hash is now 1 point shy of their maximum score for the year with a 98. Friuli are on their maximum score with an 83, so we're 1 point away from maximum, and all that's left to help push us there is qualifying for Il Lombardia or getting that 15 wins over the course of the season. We will never get the finish in the top 0 as they haven't given us an actual position objective for that one, though obviously we're above whatever it would have been if it was top 10 or if it was top 20 or if it was top 25. Right? We're, last we checked, 6th. But by time either one of those becomes a factor, it won't be a factor anymore because we'll already be getting some offers. You can see right now we have 4 offers out there, and we are rated quite well at the moment based on performance. So we've whatever offers we come in and get. Gazprom definitely don't want to get into a Russian state-supported oil company. No. But Cadbury would be an option. Not that we have the UK unlocked, but again, right now we have not had a sponsor yet that has been appropriate on nations, so that does not seem to be a factor anymore anyway. And realistically, we're looking at the race objectives being all that really matters. The national part doesn't seem to be a factor at all, even though they have important territories. E3 Saxo Bank, and there's still a drive to create a breakaway. There's too many riders that are off the front that are threatening, and so we've seen an insane tempo. We've only been through 3 cobbled sectors so far, but with such a high tempo. For instance, weakest guy, Shaw, today, terrible race day condition. Freaking awful. 2 races in a row. Just terrible stuff compared to what's expected. I don't even want to do the math on this one, but we have an overall negative draw when we've got half of these guys on fitness peaks right now, and the others that are supposed to be at like +1s end up on a -4. G is supposed to be neutral, ends up on a -3. Zayats is supposed to have a +2. He's got a -3. Like, he's got a -5 draw. It's terrible. Whatever. That made expectations very low for this race, even though normally you can almost hang in with E3 Saxo Bank. Almost. I'm not sure about it now. 6 riders ended up being the breakaway. They have a 5-minute advantage. The pace has been lifted. We're on cruise control for a little while anyway. Coming up on the final 60 kilometers. I'm nervous to do this now as we're about to hit a cobbled sector. Ooh, we've got one rider way back here. Is that Pickrell? I didn't see that Pickrell was so far down.
dreadful
We're
percentages.
getting back into the cobbles. We're getting into the final 60K. Fatigue, not too bad. Some of the domestiques are definitely feeling it. There has been some tempo again as we start to chase down that breakaway, and especially as we're starting to get the classics guys that are
There's a few
trying to
riders
go for
jockeying
it,
position
right?
at
The
front.
non-sprinter types that want to go from it from long distance. That process is beginning. We're going to see the
Looks
major
like a few
splits
riders at the back
in
are
the
beginning to
peloton that
stall.
won't come back together soon enough. Gee, hadn't even gotten the water, really? Zayat's struggling to keep up. 60 left. Front group split. I still think we're chasing one rider.
Holy
No.
cow, that was a fall.
Yes, there are riders that attacked. Probably the likes of Palace and kind of that group have attacked and gotten separation and made contact with the front group, because now there's 12. They're only a half minute ahead, and we're getting into the final kind of couple areas of this. 3 stars up the Paterberg. Wait for it. Hold on. We're going to give like 90 effort to try to hold position
This
here.
climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
You can see just how difficult it is, how slow it is for some of these guys to try to climb here. And Pickrell's the only one who did not get dropped, and you see big splits. Shaw, his day is done. Like, he's not coming back in. It's only Group A3. This group might be able to get back up there. Might. 22 guys chasing. Okay, this group is back together up here, and we're heading into the 4-star. This is the one where the race really gets decided. Zayat's, you're not going to be able to help Pickrell, but you can help Lind right now. Lind, go 95. Pickrell, go about 93 to hold. This position's good. These two both need some solid forward momentum if they're going to get back in.
That's the end of the breakaway. The pack gave them no chance.
Back to 77 riders. Tempo lifted as they caught the breakaway, so there's no real push through here at the moment. Up to
Apparently, there's
Quermont.
another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires.
But we are
Attack!
struggling
It's a good
for
moment
tempo
to show
right
the team
now.
colors.
Shaw, Zayat's. Make it at 99, you guys. You don't have the red bar, but push. G, gel. Lind never got the water earlier. Not sure what happened there, but we'll see the damage as we get over the top. There's one cobbled sector
There's
left
another rider
as
with a
Van
puncture.
Aert is
The signs of the
attacking.
road are not a tire's best friend.
And it's just a 2-star. So it's not going to be severe, and it's on the flat. The race was just decided right here, right now. G needs to push at a 99 with Vasilevsky following. Zayat's put you on auto. Still climbing. Salah, hang on. Lind, hang on. Pickrell in the front group of 44, but there are attackers trying to go up the road. There's 5 of them. Lind, you're in a small group. Get yourself some
Falling
more. You're
behind.
still
The team leader
34K.
is falling behind.
Salah, I don't think this group's making it back. G, trying to gain.
Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching.
Vasilevsky. Can you leave these guys behind and make contact with the Salah group, and Salah can work to get you back up there? No. He couldn't even escape.
A small group of riders are trying to get clear of the bunch.
Lind back into the peloton for now. He did get his water. It lost contact, and it's back together. 71's a lot, and only having 2 guys. But Pickrell can sprint. Lind can't keep up, though. He's dropped. These guys are too far back, so let's just set them to auto. Lind. That's 8 riders, but none of them look like they have much of anything. It's going to be down to just Pickrell trying to finish as high as he can. Here's that last cobbled sector. Lind, 2.5 minutes down. Down to 37 as we see another split. I wouldn't mind if 1 or 2 riders go and then there's just a chase, because this group is just thinning and thinning and thinning, and it's down to about 20, 25 guys in contention. 22 guys in contention. Back together again. Back up to 36. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yo, yo. Pickrell getting ready for a sprint to come, though. And being semi-capable. He'll be faster than some of these guys. 37 here. 8K out. 6K gel. And I think we need to find somebody up near the front, like Pedersen. Let's follow Pedersen. So Pickrell getting into position, and there they go on the attack, and then sitting up. Let's follow Pollitt now, and it's thinning the group again, but it's also burning through our red bar, which is not what I wanted. $1.8K, just no sprint left. 1.3K, we're just going to sprint from here. Go top pace that you can. There's no red bar. We're definitely not going to win, but can we get a top 10? It's Pedersen who takes the win. I followed the right guy there initially. It's just didn't go the way you wanted it to. Gramai takes second ahead of Warrenskjold, Pollitt, and Del Grosso, and we grab a position somewhere in the mix. It's 16th.
We're waiting for the back markers, who appear to be fairly numerous in this difficult race.
These guys are in Group A6, probably too far behind to do anything, but we're going to come forward and then sprint it out. They've gotten separation. Can they overtake some of these guys ahead of us? Fedorov? They do. Can they keep it going on the way to the line? It's top 20 is already gone, but is it any points? It's not. 59, 60, and 61. Tough race, but we're not cobble rated, so the cobbled portion of the classic season is gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard. I have 2 guys with a 70 plus, just 2. That's it. Supporting them isn't necessarily everything anyway, because neither one of them are climbers. So we're gonna have a tough few races. We'll definitely bypass some of them, right? We know what we're up to this season. We need some points. Are we going to get those on those opportunities? Not so much. We need some wins. Are we going to get those on those opportunities? Hell no. So we don't have to take on every race, right? We've got future seasons to see those races and really go for them. E3 Saxo's one of the easier ones, besides that penultimate cobbled sector that's on a hard climb. It's a hard sector on a hard climb, and it always destroys the field. Being near the front is great, but if you can't climb and have cobble rating, you're going to get dropped. Hence, Pickrell, the only one who made it, because he's got a good cobble rating, had a good race day condition, and a little bit of a hills rating. Helped him keep up, but solo, he wasn't able to do enough, right? If we had 2-3 guys with him, leading him out, we didn't have to follow the attacking of these guys late. We followed Pedersen, and he still went on and sprinted and won. Like, I wasn't attacking, I was just following. But the pace couldn't keep up. Didn't have the red bar for it. So we're okay, but we're not on the level of these other guys. Hence the 16th. The Belgian Classic season continues on with Gent-Wevelgem. Here, the big thing is cross wins and seeing the field split. So trying to hold position near the front as we do should make it fairly easy for now as we head towards the first crosswind section. It's a 7-minute advantage for a 6-rider breakaway, but when will we accelerate to start trying to close them down? We've got 180K left in the race. Nothing so far, but some tempo. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of blinking red and a little bit of difficulty for the domestiques, at least, that are protecting the leaders on the day. 125 in the peloton as a group has been split off for now. I would suspect they'll come back together, but there certainly is an attempt. And what are we dealing with wind wise? Yeah, definitely crosswind, but what's the breeze like? 23 kilometers an hour. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's a lot less than you see other times. Race day condition today, slight positive actually. So a lot of those fitness peaks, even though this season, you've got a race every 2 days or 3 days. Over time, those fitness peaks, they do come to an end. They don't last forever. A lot of the guys in the last 2 days had their fitness peak come to an end. So a lot of neutral expected race day conditions, and we've got a slight positive on the day, about a +6. Well, it's about what's expected. Big split right there. Gosh, did that happen with us at the end of this sector? I think it might have. It'll come back together though. There's a good gap till that next one. Back together. 81 left. Front group down to 3.5 minutes. Zayats almost done. Lind, Salah struggling. But we're going to be out of this crosswind section. And I would imagine the race is going to lighten up again. It's going to be at the ending where you've got to be aggressive and kind of keep it together. Inside 100K. And the gap's actually going back out almost 4 minutes to what's now 5 riders at the front. The 93 here, the 43 behind could regain contact potentially. But it's not going to be easy for them. I think anybody else behind that will not see the peloton once again, but I wouldn't be too surprised if that chase group makes contact. They've gained about 10 seconds, and they've got to be close, right? We're spread out. That's first rider to first rider, not last rider to first rider, so definite chance for them to come back in. Didn't realize we were headed into cobbles. We got a few of those. Zayats, I think he's about done. We are back up to 131, so that regained contact has happened. Let's go ahead and put him on auto. Not worry about him anymore. So that leaves somebody open. That's pick roll. Let's get G on the protection. 103 riders, and heading into that next sector, 3 stars and crosswinds. Okay, really time to ramp up the effort. We'll watch Salah and Lind probably have to gel up for the pair of them pretty soon. We're also at 60K, but now's not the time to get the water. We want to wait until we come out of this. So we go through the catacombs. This coming out of the crosswinds here in just a moment, so we'll get water with Salah. Down to 84 tempo. Has split riders off. Down to 72. Down to a front 4 as well, and they're down to just over 2 minutes as it had gone back out a little bit, but now it's come back down, and the chase is well and truly on. We've got a little bit of undulation through here. One cobbled sector coming through here. 68 chasing 4. Now chasing 3. Big acceleration too. It's not just Salah going back, it's my non-climbers going backwards. We don't have to worry about climbing too much the rest of the way. But the Kemmelberg, 4 stars.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Should have gelled up for those two. I was thinking they might make it through all this and get into that last crosswinds, but I'm feeling we're going to lose the pair of them before too long. Salah somehow has made it through that. He's right at the back, though.
Flat tire. It always happens at the wrong moment.
5 riders right here at the back, just hanging on, squeezed out. Done. I'm kind of happy with that done, right? Salah's done anyway. He's out of energy, and these guys, seeing them drop out. We've got another 6-8 riders at the back of this that look to be struggling too. So 53. Still riders off the front, but they are looking pretty weak with a thin field. If Lind can hang on especially and give me that 5th rider, I'm liking our chances of doing something today. It's looking pretty good so far. 2 more hills to hit, and the next couple of kilometers. 40k left. We're starting to see the Classics riders go for it though, like from Mearsh. They have separation. 10 riders now at the front. We got to handle 2 climbs. Things are thinning a little bit further. There's definitely some riders out. One more hill to hit. 42 chasing 9 now. And we've definitely got some firepower on the chase, and that front group continuing to disintegrate. Mostly, though, I think that's the breakaway riders that are getting dropped. And it's down to 5. It's down to 5. Lind is dropped, though. Lind is out. That protects Shaw. Final crosswinds, 30k. 2 riders still looking strong. Back together, 40 riders. One of the front 4 immediately attacked again. It's Vanderpool. Down to 31 chasing him. 24k. Look how difficult things are right now. Second rider off the front.
There's less than 20 kilometers left to ride, and the gap is still more than 2 minutes. It's going to be a question of sheer
Gent-Wevelgem need to gel. 21k out. For now, we just sit on. Riders are just getting dropped left and right here. 25 left in contention. I've got 4 of them. But really, I just have 2. Back together. And here comes the next acceleration. If Gent-Wevelgem had plenty of energy, I'd be sprint training, attacking. It's 18k out, though. 6 riders at the front, 18 chasing. Just got to watch that there is firepower to chase, and there is. Back together. Now just 23 riders left. Here they go again. 16k out. Feel like Pickrell needs to lead out Shaw, even though Shaw is more tired. But you can't do 16k. Down to 19. 2 riders dropped. Well, 4 riders dropped. 2 of them are our guys.
To the finish line.
Try to go steady. That's Del Grosso, Rex both attacking.
Another attack. This time it could go all the way. The riders are entering the
Delgado
last 10
just
kilometers
following
of the
this
stage.
time. Down at 18. 1 rider dropped. 9k. Backing off a little bit, but that's what opens up the attacks. And if nobody else has an answer, right, we're definitely not going to do well. Del Grosso, Morgado, Pedersen, Bittner. Gotta speed up a little bit. 6k. Now there's a chase. Down to 16. 2 more riders dropped. 5k out. Shaw's gonna have to gel.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
4k. Okay, we're gonna have to start speeding up just a little bit, but Pickrell's nearly done. 3k. For Pickrell. He's done, but he's still at the front. Nobody's overtaken him. We're down to 14. 1k. Shaw. Let's go, Shaw. Let's go, Shaw. He's out of red bar. He's out of red bar. Pedersen's going to overtake him, but he's going to get us a second place finish. And that close. That close to a win. Holy cow. Pedersen, the only one who had an answer for Shaw. Man, if Shaw had that little bit more energy, he would have won. He just didn't have enough to make it all the way to the line, but we broke away from everybody else. That is so close. Gent-Wevelgem, and another podium for us. Great for points. No snowball, but great result. Really good, really close. Vanderpool was 14th. Ghana was 17th. Germay was 9th. Plenty of quality in this field, but not the deepest one you're going to see. at the Belgian Classics. Definitely not the biggest of the Belgian Classics, but oh, that was so close. So close. 2nd, 13th, 22nd, 24th. Really good team result. Plenty of points. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm the Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.